Hello, welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, I'm looking at another small hover bike because the thing that I was working on yesterday is taking a bit longer than anticipated. It's another showcase request, but on a much larger scale. No, this thing seen right next to me is simply called the Mk-4, which is this lovely thing over here in the glorious yellow neon tubes. So this thing is atmospheric only, it's powered by batteries, we've got AI blocks on here so you can make it as a little companion, come with you on your adventure. So say you're out exploring, say you just having a little poke around a certain section but you don't want to be riding on this bike, you can just set it up to follow you around at a certain distance, make sure you never actually lose it. Now I'm going to press F10, find its spawn menu, there it is. This thing is 118 small blocks using a couple of the DLC packs. We see up to here that it's survival ready, using no mods. You see it's got batteries, got reactors, connectors, landing gear, the basic AI task, basic AI flight, programmable block, antenna and a remote control block, so you can always pull it down to the ground if for whatever reason it's stuck in the air and you don't have jetpack to be able to get all the way up to it. Now we'll give this thing a thumbs up, around towards the very front, have a quick look around the outside. In fact what I'll do is grab on my character, do this, take it off, there we go, I'll have a look at it just floating off the ground. And yes, do excuse the background and the small accident with the Vauxhall hands. Not too much I can actually do about that, because it was a nice area in the distance there. It was a very pretty area until I got my hands on it. But no, for the very front of the Mk-4, this is what we get. We're right in the very middle, and you can see we've got a camera to view straight forward to see exactly where we're going. Above that, we then got a spotlight to light the darkness. Behind there is our remote control block to take remote control over it. They've got two flat atmospheric thrusters to help slow this thing down. Down below there, it's the start of many yellow neon tubes to go all the way around this thing. Then up and above that, we've got a very creamy sci-fi skin block that also goes all the way around this thing. Moving on to the side. There we go, so we've got some more flat atmospheric thrusters for our left and right. Looking at completely on the side like so. There we are. We can also see more yellow neon tubes going around where I'm sitting, as well as a small dash at the top and the very back. Over here we've got our traditional atmospheric thrusters to keep us off the ground, as well as another one to push us forwards with a medical cabinet on the side there to store all your medkits inside. If you look at it like so, we've got an unfinished armoured panel that comes all the way down onto some actual finished armoured panels. And towards the back here, there we go, so there's the other atmospheric thruster to boost us forwards. There's some red spotlights, there's a gyroscope, there's an LCD screen with your, essentially a license plate that says Mk-4. And of course that's all being attached onto a large battery to give it a nice bit of power. Down to here's your magnetic plate, clamp it down, we've got two side by sides, we'll see that a bit later on. Moving up and looking down, there we are, so on top of the battery there's our yellow neon tubes, there's an unfinished ladder, across where I'm sitting is our little bike to drive it around. And towards the front there, another LCD screen telling us our meters per second. Then of course our creamy blocks return once again, and towards the front there, there's our remote control block. Moving all the way down underneath this thing, there we are, so we've got our connected docker up, there's a programmable block right in front of it, and of course we see our flat atmospheric thrusters for our left and right hand side, as well as the neon tubes that goes next to our cockpits. Then towards the back here, here's your double magnetic plate, there's a little unfinished window block come down to our finished armoured panels, and then there's our atmospheric thrusters and gyroscope at the very back. There we are, with the outside. Grab hold my character, come in here and actually find the programmable block, if I can actually bring that up, there we go. Into here, programmable block, and down to here, edit. So there we are, we can see we've got nothing going on with that, but if you can think of something useful to put on here, well you can just shove that on there, and away you go. Anyway, coming out of that, back into this, looking at it like so. Yes, like I was saying, that's it for the outside of the Mk-4, and looks bloody fantastic how it's all been subbed. Not as compact as other bikes I've showcased in the past, but the way it's been subbed, it's very chonky, and well, it does look very impressive for how it's all been subbed. And especially great use of the yellow neon tubes, just adding as a little bit of decoration around where I'm sitting, at the back and at the front. Now what I'm going to do is grab hold of my character, here we go. Now we've only got one tab to go through, ignoring tag number 2, which I attached the wave animation on. No, well then press number 1 and number 2 is for your lights at the front, and your lights at the back. There we are. Number 3 is a master toggle for all your atmospheric thrusters, on and off. We've got number 4 for your connector below this vehicle, got number 5 for camera at the very front. Here we are. Got number 6 and number 7 for your AI blocks, so switching them on, we lose control of the vehicle, but hopping out of here, we now got a friendly little drone to follow us around. So walking into this distance, this nice pristine distance, and looking behind me, and here it comes bounding towards me. And there we are, and of course it will try and avoid hitting into the ground, but as you saw there, it's just slid along, and the magnetic plate's engaged, which made it look very unnatural. Anyway, hopping in here, 6 and 7 again, pressing P, all the way up, and there we are. Of course, we've got number 8 for our magnetic plates below, on and off. Then we've got our antenna on and off, which is the final control. But now, as for a little test to try this thing around, here we go, moving forwards, and this is what we get. So we've got a nice lot of speed behind this, very good for going out and about and scouting little patches to build a base, or patches, which is scouting out the general area. coming to a stop, we are a little bit slower, so you may want to do a 180 to stop it a bit quicker. There we go. So yes, that's up to you whether you want to utilize that function. Moving left and moving right. Nice little bit of speed with that. We don't really need to rely on that because we are very small and can just boost around using our rear thrusters. So we want to do a sharp corner, we just go like so. Anyway, moving up. Nice bit of speed, but nowhere near as fast as moving forwards, at least that's how it feels to me. Then moving down is going to be gravity based. And there we are. Then as for gyroscope controls, move this thing around. So we've got a nice bit of control over this, although there is a slight interweight on there to make sure it's not too overly responsive to lots more fighters tend to go for. No, this feels like a much larger ship than it actually is, but still perfectly suits the size of ship, means it is an exploration ship, and it's not going to be engaging in combat, unless of course you were to upgrade it with guns. Yes, with the camera spinning around, and there we are, there's a slight bit of follow through when I let go of the mouse. Other than that, that's basically it for the bike Mk-4. It's just a nice little thing that I saw on the workshop page, which I'll do for today while I'm still finishing up that other video. But still, it should do well in survival mode from going A to B. Very easy to upgrade it because you can always remove the neon tubes at the back there, attach on some Gatling guns, maybe put a container as well at the back and just conveyor it all up, put an ore detector on here and whatnot, and use it to go out and about scan for ore patches. It's all up to you with what you want to do, and that's why I absolutely love these types of vehicles, because they are very easily upgradable, and you just use them for pretty much anything. So there'll be a link to a description below to should download the player yourself. Highly recommend you do. But here we go to the mountainside to finish it off. And there we go, a nice big clonk. It looks like it actually took a nice bit of damage this time. Usually they just bounce away. But no, we're taking the whole front off, so we just got the cockpit there and the rear of the vehicle. Can I still fly this thing around? Just about. Although I can't actually move this thing around or lift it all the way up. And well, yes, like I said, there'll be a link to the description below. I'll be back with another video sometime soon. Bye bye.